Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
We will now begin by asking each candidate one individual question, with 1 minute to respond, beginning with you, Sheriff Hutson. Sheriff Hutson, just in the last 4 months, the jail has experienced a historic jailbreak, a mistaken release of an inmate. You've also been held in contempt of court by criminal court judges, and as of this morning, the department is dealing with a cyber attack. What can you tell us about the cyber attack, and in light of these incidents, why should the public have confidence in your leadership?
First, I need to correct something you said. It was not a historic break. There were breaks in the 70s and 60s and 80s. 20 plus people got out. 28 one year, 21 another. You know, I know that. I met some of the people who broke out of the jail at that time. And at that time, they actually broke out of the jail and were not helped out of it like the people in May 16 were. That was a let out, not a breakout. And it was very curious on the timing as well. And we know that sheriff's offices are political agencies, and the actors in them, the employees in them, are also political. Now, I'm not sure why you're asking me about a cyber attack, as I did not attack the agency. That is something that happens all over. And what we did was be able to limit it, control it, and still be able to function in the jail and the courts and the clerk's office, because we feed all of those offices, and we were able to do that. We made our notices, and we're working with all the partners in the community, including the city and the state, to find out exactly what happened and to fix that.
Wow. Guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, man. Susan Hutson just goes in on this debate for New Orleans sheriff, this running for this race, and she's running a hell of a race right now, and she's fighting to keep her job. Boss Talk 101 is all over it, man. OG, you there?
Man, you sure believe in the good tooth fairy. You still think Robert lay eggs. You are the most pitiful man I've seen. You're such a whole sympathizer. Susan Hutton was stomach. Anytime you got to go back to the. Wait a minute. First of all, did she say she met some of the men?
She did meet some of them from the 60s, 70s, and 80s that broke out. Yes, she did.
She around slutting around trying to find convicts.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
How did she meet people that escaped in the 60s?
Bruh, I know you're not sitting here trying to act as if she's not old enough to have met some of those people that had broke out. She met them, and she probably studied them. She studied them to make sure that she didn't have the same hiccup. The only one that's left out right now is Derrick Groves. Everybody else was rearrested thanks to Susan Hutton. You might as well to give her props, man. And I don't understand why you can't figure that part out.
Let's give our props to Derrick Groves. Still out there, state. Hey, I talked to him the other day.
Whoa.
Man, he down there he in that country, he eating them possums, having coon soup. He is doing great. And tell Susie, Walmart said they got their last chance. This is the September application. If she don't put her application in by September the 20th, she won't be hired for the Christmas holiday.
Guys, just in case y'all tired of listening to that crap, Susan Hutton had a hell of a debate last night with two other candidates. It was a hell of a debate, and she came off smelling like roses, if you want to be honest about it. Miss Susan Hutson is fighting to keep her job as the sheriff down there. She's fighting like hell to keep her job. She have a few other officers that have tried to step up to try to take her place, and I don't feel like that this should affect her. I think she should be able to get her position back, and also be the leader of these two people who are now trying to take a position. Now, I'm watching that woman. I need to find out her name, because she seems as if she's the most aggressive. I don't worry about the man as much as I worry about that woman that's standing there. Let me see. Because there's a lot of them running for her position, trying to take her spot. And I don't understand that, OG, how you could sit up and not have sympathy for her. Because
I got sympathy for her. She need to change her hairstyle. That little old pineapple top does not become her big.
What does her hair have to do with anything?
because presence is everything. How you perceive people and what you look at. She looked like a big pineapple. What the hell?
Really? You just really gonna sit there and talk about this woman's hair? Hair don't look bad.
Pineapple top need to go and do something else.
There she is. So she had to run up against some candidates. These people, and I'm gonna be honest, she's not the type of person that's gonna bow down to the system. Susan Hutson is standing her. She's gonna try to win this election. So you don't think she can win it, OG? That's really what you're trying to say?
Her ratings is 64% against her.
Really?
43 definitely say they don't want her again, and you have 20 that's indifferent, who can take her and can't not take her. You don't have but 17 that's for her, and that's all of her family. And not everybody, her cousin Luke, he don't want her around either.
Michelle, okay, that's the Michelle Woodfork. That's who I was looking for, an Edwin Shorty.
Michelle,
And Michelle Woodfork is trying to really, she need to step out of the way, because Susan been good to her, and Susan's been good to Edwin as well. I don't know why they're trying to get a position now, but Susan's been damn good to her. I guarantee you she's showed favoritism for her being a woman. Now, for her to sit up here now and try to take her position, that's why you got to watch who you help, because the same person you help will be trying to replace you. The same person that you helped didn't know how to sign paperwork when they first got there, now sitting up here beside you on a hell of a debate trying to take your job.
It's called competitive bargaining, dear. That's what they do. This is America, a capitalistic society. And everybody's trying to take your place. You know that.
Well, and you gotta understand, Susan broke it down. She said, what about a damn cyber attack? That has nothing to do with me. That's the most ignorant question you could ask her. She has nothing to do with on who attacking the damn computers. For that woman, for that man and that woman to be asking her is ludicrous. And then you gotta think about it. It's also another thing where she said they didn't break out of her jail system. They were let out of her jail system. They were let out. This was something that people got together. Some of the people that worked under her own her supervision had started letting people out. She can't control that, man.
So that's your point right there. Whenever your people, your employees are so disloyal to you that they will help the opposition, you gotta go. I'm glad you answered that question, sir. Just like she said, they were let out. So those are the people that you hired. So that means you make bad decisions.
No, that's not what that means. That means that they start turning sour when Derrick Groves started going with one of the jailers. She didn't hire them going together. They got in there and on their own way, they start going with these different inmates and start letting them out of jail.
If that's all it takes is a little penis to turn me against you, that is a sad state of affairs. It's not no hoochie you ever would introduce me to. Maybe it's one that I would turn against you, bro.
This is a whole cyber attack, man. Like that. Why can you blame? They want to blame her for everything. You can't blame her for everything.
No. Let's get back to the employees. You don't try to dodge it. You made the premier point why she has to be replaced.
She don't have to be replaced, though, G.
If you don't have the staff that you can depend on, I don't care who they having sex with. If they don't come to work and do a job for you, you're an incompetent leader, sir.
OG, she went and got all of those inmates and got them right back put in jail. So Derrick Groves, the only one was out. They let somebody out on accident. He even brought that up. He was trying to smear her. This is a smear campaign against Susan Hutson. They were trying to smear, and she shook back and she answered the questions that she had to answer in a way to where it made sense to me. So I don't see why they trying to make her out. Where is Ann Kirkpatrick at in the mix to this too? She should be sitting right there in the crowd.
I'm a boy, the white America. She didn't threw the rock, and now her hand is hid behind her back. She got nothing to do with that. Nothing. That's Negro business, and let them fight it out, and I'll be over the top of it. She's a commentator.
Well, guys, y'all, we had to give you an update on Susan. She's fighting like hell to keep her job. She's fighting like hell. She's fighting like hell to keep her job. And I wanted to bring that up. She's debating like hell. You haven't seen nobody debate like her. You heard what she just said. You heard what she said.
The only reason that he's fighting so hard for America because he's color struck.
That's not that. It's not that. She did a good job.
Yellow old lady.
She did a good job.
Michelle is too black for him.
She did a good job, and Michelle shouldn't be even trying to disrespect her by going up against her either. That's not loyalty. That's disloyalty. And now she's gonna lose to her, and she'll have to be right back under Miss Susan Hutson, one of the dopest sheriffs that you'll ever have to come out of that parish down there. Orleans Parish won't be the same if they get rid of Susan. Susan did a hell of a job. And
Susan is out of here. Susan is out of here.
I only reason I keep talking about it's called OG trying to make her to be at Walmart. I'm going to see this through, and you're going to see her shine as the star that she is. She will not be losing her job. She's been there for 30-something years, and I want to say, man, kudos to her for keeping this thing going all that time. And if you had one breakout out of all those years, or let out, as you say, don't feel bad. You did a great job. It was a big let out, but definitely don't you feel bad. If you're still watching, Tootie Raw got some issues with the police and the machine gun. But also, make sure you like, download, and subscribe to the channel. And if you understand where I'm coming from about Susan Hutson, Susan Hutson going to be reelected. As you hear OG's voice in the back, he's saying she's going to be working at Walmart. Who you agree with, me or OG? I think she's going to be just fine with all the credibility and all the work that she's done. The hard work will pay off. Boss Talk 101 reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.